So we've arrived in Dubois, Wyoming. We are getting kind of late tonight. We're heading over to Jackson tomorrow. We're going to head over Togety Pass, down to Moran Junction, up to Coulter Bay, and we're going to attempt to snowshoe Hermitage Point on Jackson Lake, the base of the Tetons. Then we're going to spend the night in Jackson and perhaps do some more snowshoeing the next day. Roads over from Casper were good today. Tomorrow we're expecting 7 to 24 inches of snow in the Jackson Hole area, so we'll see how that goes. But we're going to bid you adieu from Dubois, Wyoming. Good night. Inside of Grand Teton National Park on the way to the trailhead of Hermitage Point. So we're going to go up to Coulter Bay Drive, I believe it's called, and we're going to hang a left. We are at the Hermitage Point trailhead, Grand Teton National Park. Getting ready to do some snowshoeing. It's snowing. No views of the Tetons today. Too much snow, but had a good drive in. So we're going to get squared away with our snowshoes, get packed up and ready to go. We are at the trailhead of the Hermitage Point Trail. We've got Jackson Lake behind us. This trail runs 10.2 miles. We don't know how far we're going to go. We were kind of hoping for some really good views today. Believe it or not, the Tetons are behind us, behind the snow. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and see what we can do. We're gonna try to stay warm. It is 6 below zero, or it was 6 below zero when we came over. Might be a little warmer than that now. But here we go. We're heading down the trail. You ready?
Ready.
Beautiful. What kind of tea are you making?
Well, at the moment, it's going to be green tea. The challenge is keep your hands warm while you're operating the jet boil.
Sun is not peeking through the clouds today, but we're gonna hopefully try to get a view. Hopefully the sun will pop a little bit and get a view of the Tetons a little later. They can't get out of the way. The snow's too high on the sides of the roads for the bison to get over the edge. They're trying.
Oh, poor things.
So they closed the road out of Jackson to Casper, so this is the road we're taking instead, which we went south out of Jackson to Hoback Junction. Now we're attempting to get to Pinedale on this road. The visibility, believe it or not, has just improved, so we can actually see, which is kind of nice. But this is the road that's open, so the one that was closed, you can imagine what that was like. It's going to add a few hours to our trip, but hopefully we can get there in one piece. So our first night, we drove in, spent the night in DuBois, Wyoming. Woke up in the morning after several cups of coffee, headed up over Togety Pass. Elevation's about 9,600 feet. Quite a bit of snow up here. Drove down to Coulter Bay, and that's where we did our snowshoeing. Headed down to Jackson for the night. This is where we saw the bison on the highway. The initial idea was we were going to spend the night in Jackson and then head back towards Casper and do some snowshoeing on Togety Pass the next day, but the road was closed at Moose due to all of the snow that they had predicted, which we knew. So instead we had to come back, headed down to Hoback Junction and head up the Gros Ventre range so we could make it over into Pinedale and try to get back to Casper that way.